Hello guys, I'm having a day off today. No one is at home, wife is at work, daughter is in school, so I have a little bit of time to improve my grinding situation in Chaos Zero Nightmare. So I will be recording a Chaos Run because it's by far my favorite game mode of the game. I absolutely love it, and if it was a standalone game with no gacha involved and like the characters we have right now were all that we would ever get, I would be happy. I would pay gladly $30 or $40 for this game. And I do like removing cards from the deck. There are some decks that are like 30, 35 cards, and it looks like you have a lot of busted stuff. And then you draw your cards for the turn, and it's all clunky, and you're stuck, and you basically pass doing nothing, and it feels so mega bad, and I don't like it. So first give me a thin deck, then I decide what to add. You can choose both. Oh, I can choose both, or extra, or there are some neutral cards that are real S, some that are very good, and doing it randomly, it's a bummer. Let's say that I can do both, and we will see if that helps me later on. I will go top. This is the first game that was released during the last few years that really made me side with the stop killing games initiative. You know, the thing that they want to push governments into essentially forcing game companies that release games that are online only to essentially find a way to have the games playable even after they go end of service and the servers need to be shut down. This game, I would love playing it for a very long time, even when they shut down the servers, and it's such a fun roguelike game. I'm having such a good time with it. Because it has depth. One of the problems that I have with many gacha games is that they look deep, but they're not really. It's like very basic game mechanics, very basic rotations, stat management, gear management, very, very basic. And you know, it's fine, there is nothing wrong with it. I enjoy having some chill games that don't require too much thought on them. But sometimes, especially when it comes to... Oh, I really haven't quite shot. Especially when it comes to roguelike games, I like to have a game that makes me think, that requires a bit of planning, both in terms of a single roguelike adventure, as well as the long-term development of the account, the achievements, the unlocks, all this sort of stuff. And so far I would say that they did an absolutely amazing job here for Chaos Zero Nightmare. They clearly got a lot of inspiration in terms of game mechanic from Slave Aspire. The two games are very, very similar. I will take Wave 2, thank you very much. Mechanically speaking. And there are times that in gacha games the grinding process to slowly build our characters feels annoying. But that, combined with a really deep roguelike system that I can replay as much as I want... Select and remove around. I think I will keep removing stuff. I was saying, the development of the characters combined with the roguelike means that when I'm at the end of the day, I have no more stamina, no more... I think it's called Aether in Chaos Zero Nightmare. No more Aether, I cannot build my characters anymore. I don't feel like staring at the monitor with no way to make any progress for my account and maybe just repeat some dull activities. No, I spend multiple hours a day playing the Chaos Manifestation, the Zero System. Then, as an extra... Oh, I didn't want to click on video. Then, as an extra, when I have some spare time, I'm like, okay, let's use our Aether, let's build our characters a little bit better. Yeah, done. Let's go back to play the roguelike system. It's really fun. It's a gacha game for people who don't like gacha or don't really care about gacha. You can 100% enjoy this game without ever having to touch the gacha system unless there is a character that you really like. I was kind of surprised on the first week when it was revealed. Well, those numbers are always a little bit suspicious. But it was shared on Reddit that the week of the release, Chaos Zero Nightmare was, I believe, top 6 or top 7 earning games, either on Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And I was surprised because in my head I'm like, how do you even spend money for this? Like, are you FOMOing for Haru and gigapooling for her manifestigos, even though we can actually build them over time by getting them from the shop? It makes no sense. Am I getting gas blasted here? Maybe a little bit. This is a very obnoxious guy to face, because the more you use cards that are not attack cards, the stronger he gets. But Haru in particular wants to use a lot of skills and buffs and other things to properly buff her abilities. So it can be a little bit annoying to face this dude early on, especially if you don't have the right card. Okay, Calliope, give me some extra shield. By the way, all my characters' builds are extremely questionable. I have basically no golden fragments on my account. I have a handful, and only a couple of them are leveled up. I believe I do not have any on Haru, though. Maybe one. I don't want to be a dispenser of fake news, but I believe at the most I have one gold fragment on her. I'm sorry about the fact that very often I refer to combatants as characters, partners as weapons, something else, and the fragments I could call them relics or artifacts or whatever. It's because most gacha games have some game mechanics that are always the same. This one is S. Let's give it to her, at least she has extra tech. They just rename themselves, sometimes even within the same company. So my brain every now and then refuses to comply, and so combatant, yeah, they are the characters. Let's see, can we get anything sweet here? Anything good? This is actually all complete S, I would not even consider getting it. Pulverize is actually not a terrible card, but the fact that it costs 2, it's a bit painful. It's a bummer. We spent 50 cash, we didn't get anything useful done. Annoying for sure, but it's okay. Long term, it's not going to be a big bummer. I had a couple of... Oh my god, decrease the health again. This is one where we recover hit points. Oh no, it's a different one. I'm still not super familiar with most of the names of equipment. 20% HP for 120 credit. And I remember in the map we have a shop not far ahead, an extra 120% credit, 100%, an extra 100%, 120 credits, brain, what the hell. Could be useful. Take some damage, whatever. Let's keep going. I just woke up, by the way. It's almost 12 on a day off. Of course, I'm getting a message on the phone on my day off. Let me check. Okay, luckily it's nothing too obnoxious. Because that one is the curse. That one is the curse. You have a day off, you start doing some chill activity like playing a game, or you're building a Gunpla if you are into that hobby, or painting minis. This is the same one that we just saw and I said that was S. Let's check if we can get a rally. No, let's check if we can get a rally. Yes! I mentioned this on Discord, by the way. I may be completely off, but sometimes I get the feeling that the rerolls in the shop from my demon waifu are seeded. Because when I start getting a rally, I get a million rallies during a run. When I start to get the card attack, I get a million attacks. But I never get a bit of both. And it's extremely annoying. Because... Oh, fuck you, game. Checkmate, Sir Grindalot. Proven to be an absolute lunatic. Look, it has happened to me many times. That I had a deck with like 3 rallies, one with the free... Oh, one with the free attacks. This is the first time that I get one of both, so it's not my fault. It's the game that is bamboozling me. Yeah, I will not be spending 50 to go to the training area right now. Yeah. It doesn't seem worth it. The RNG gods really have a weak sense of humor. Even for my account. Oh my god, my account is so blessed but also so cursed that I do believe it's bait. Like, the account that was assigned to me is bait. The reason is that I was in the limited playtest, in the beta, and my favorite characters have always been number 1 Magna, number 2 Orlea, number 3 Rin. And when the game started, it released, my first character from the beginner banner was Calliope. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. I like Calliope a lot. In Chaos Order battles, 15% defense. That one is that. Okay. I was like, okay, hopefully I'll get one of my favorites later on. Start doing pulls on the standard banner, Hugo. Okay, that sucks. I mean, not because he's a bad character, but because he's not one of my favorites. Okay, let's go to the limited banner. First 10 pull I got Haru. And so I was like, yeah, I got Calliope and Haru. I won at the game. Which is true. The problem is that from that moment I kept getting Hugos. I'm at Manifestego 2 with Hugo. And I got a few other characters. I got Rin, luckily. Oh, there's a lot of special shops up there. Let's go there. I got... who did I get? I got Kairon, I got Renoa, I got... I'm forgetting something for sure, but... I'm missing all my favorites, which makes no sense. While at the same time getting 3 copies of Hugo. So I'm really starting to wonder that my account was seeded in a way that is baiting me. Because if someone told me Sir Grindelot within the first week of release, this account is going to have Haru, Calliope, and Hugo Manifestego 2, I would have rerolled it. Instantly rerolled it, because I prefer a variety of characters. Unfortunately, I decided to stick to it because after the first day it looked like a very blessed account. Like, you know, 10 pull the first limited character, it's like, come on, you cannot give it up. But apparently I had to. It would have been much better for me, for my mental sanity, for the development of my existence on this world. Power charge. I like attack so much. It's probably my neutral... Yeah, my neutral favorite card is attack, because it's a tutor. When I say tutor, it's MTG slang, Magic the Gathering slang. In Magic the Gathering, over the course of decades, there have been some cards that allow you to look for another card in your deck. And usually those cards had the name Tutor in them, like Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, and so on and so forth. And so, more often than not, people would refer to that action, like go through your deck to pick a card, as to tutor. And attack is phenomenal, especially in... oh, we can get it for discount, that's amazing! Especially in decks with Haru, because with Haru you really care about 2 cards. One is the Anchor Shot, to bonk on a single enemy, or Power Charge if you're facing a bunch of nonsense and you want an AoE. The other thing is Vulture Ejection, the Calliope's card, that is also an attack. And attack picks everything out. You just draw whatever you want, and it's free, and you can get an Epiphany with +1 action point, which is incredible. I think not by default, it has to be a Divine Epiphany, you know, in the special areas, but still, you get that, you're really happy. I have a Vulture Ejection, so in this case, since we are facing a bunch of nonsense, I will use attack to draw Power Charge, not Power Shot, not Anchor Shot, rather. Because against 3 enemies, I would rather do this thing. We can use Technical Command to deal a little bit more damage and reduce some of the incoming one. We do that, we do this. And we're probably going to pass. Reason being, we have 0 action points, Our rally does not have an epiphany that increases action points, so whatever we draw would be a wasted card. If we draw an anchor shot or an anchor pointer and they go to the graveyard right away at the end of the turn, I'm dropping 5 IQ points. So let's not do that. Okay, the first card was a source of water, which would have been a big bummer as a waste. Because now we can do source of water plus 1 action point. We can do this, we can do a Bonkaruni. We didn't get the one hit, the combo plus one hit. Let's get this one. Bummer, bummer. Let's apply vulnerable to all enemies with that card. Because you apply vulnerable to all enemies with that card, then when Calliope auto-casts Vulture Ejection, it deals more damage, and if you have other cards that you're going to play for the remainder of the turn, they are going to deal more damage, so overall pretty good value. Wave, good for the next turn. If I use Anchor Shot, Lift Anchor, that one is going to cost 3 plus 1 for the Anchor, we can do everything. We're going to be taking a little bit of damage, but it is what it is, not a big deal. We can kill anything we want. Okay, so we can take down a couple of these dudes. Let's kill this one that is going to attack, so we avoid any incoming damage, and GG. Attack, what do we have here? We have Power Charge, Vulture Ejection, Rally. Let's get Power Charge. This is almost 500 damage. This one is more than 500, so that guy is dead. First we play this, we recover more hit points. It's still alive. Mistake. Yes, bad man. Oh no, I took a Gorillion damage. Can we draw a heal? No. Fuck. That was really annoying. I blame science for this. I clearly blame science. Goated game. Absolutely goated game. I'm part of a content creator program, so, you know, disclaimer, paid promotion for a gacha game, yada yada, all this sort of nonsense. But the truth is that if I was not part of a content creator program, I would still play this game all day during my spare time. Absolute lovely game. I've been playing this way more than every other gacha game since it released, and I have no plans in slowing down. Yeah, I think getting another attack is just too good. Especially when it's at such a discount. If we could get, I don't know, another rally? I think 3 attacks is a bit too much. But 2 attacks and 2 rallies would be sweet. We don't need... Well, we cannot go there. So let's not worry about it. It's a fight or a special area. Let's go to a special area, you'll never know. I would really like to start seeing events that increase our hit points. Here we get a curse card in exchange for an epiphany, or when using an attack card, recover hit points based on the damage that we deal. I had a few rounds where I used this one, well, obviously on a Haru, and although it was not a ton of hit points that I was getting back, it was fairly noticeable. You know, she bonks pretty hard, so although it's only a 6% life drain ability, over the course of a long fight, it's noticeable, definitely noticeable. I don't like that one. I like Sadism. Bondage Girl is a very nice card. I will not be purchasing it, because I'm a bit broke and I want to have more funds for the interior to remove another card. But it's a very solid card because half of the time it gets discounted and it costs 0. And so what it does is, it has an AoE effect that it applies vulnerable to everyone. It discounts one of your cards, and half of the time, on average, it essentially generates one action point, because it costs 0 and it discounts one of your cards. So you cast it for free and one of your cards is cheaper. So overall, I think it's a solid card, and it has some solid epiphanies as well. Here, I don't want to add any to either of their decks, and this first turn, not particularly interesting. Do I want to generate an extraction point now? No, not really. It's a bummer because this is the turn where Dude does nothing, and it would have been very sweet to bonk it hard, but apparently we cannot. This, and we wait. Because after it summons all his nonsense, that's the right time to go with some AoE and get rid of the trash, and then we will bonk him as well. Okay, less damage. We have 3 action points. Slippery remove of a card that I was planning to play. Not ideal, but let's do this. Last card is going to be Lashing, and then you can go Crab Friend. Okay, we have attack. I have Power Anchor. Let's go Power Anchor. Anything else I want to play this turn? Probably no. If I draw a card, it could be... well, if I draw a card, there is a chance that I can cycle through the whole deck. Almost. That's pretty good. I will not be playing it, but now, the next turn, we're going to cycle through the whole deck, which means that Anchor Shot, rather, and Anchor Lift are going to be put back in the deck, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Because we want to restart the big bonk cycle as soon as quickly. And I didn't want to play this one. It wasted a few hit points, but I don't want it to get shuffled back. I prefer to keep it in hand, and it's one fewer card. There we go, Anchor Shot, my beloved. Then we can go Lift Anchor. Fortunately, we do not have any AoE round. Oh no, well, we have Power Charge. I hallucinated. Power Charge is probably going to be better. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay from yours truly. By doing this, I take significantly less damage. Yeah, let's do that. This, we still take some damage. It's annoying that I will not do the replay the turn. It's annoying because now Anchor Lift is in the graveyard. I cannot get it and all the sort of stuff. Let's bonk it as hard as we can. There's a chance it's dead this turn. A small chance. What happened? No, Slippery Anchor Shot? Really? Oh, fuck off, Crab Friend. I thought that I could trust you. It's okay, you're dead the next turn anyway, you sack of garbage. Hopefully you're dead next turn. I don't know how many attacks I have left in the deck. Should be enough. Yeah, should be enough. Yeah, it's dead, so let's heal up a little bit. GG, Crab Friend. You tried, but you failed. The lesson is never try. Copy card. Unlucky. Let's get an extra source of water. It looks like this save file is going to be a gigacope. This one, I don't mind it at all. Let's give it to Calliope. Chaos Loot? Yeah, let's get the Chaos Loot this time. Let's obtain it. What time is it? Oh, it's past 12. Do I have a reduced cost? Yes. Reduced cost is pretty great. Every now and then it has anti-synergy with Vulture Ejection, because you get the game full troll mode, that it reduces the cost on your only attack that costs 2. It ends up costing 1, and it no longer triggers Vulture Ejection, and it feels omega bad, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get our anchor shot. We cast the huge. Do Bonkeruni. We could also do Bonkerino. Grinder, why didn't you play that? It's irrelevant against the random trash like the frog. I will not be particularly concerned about meta slaving for the random frog of doom. I really miss the combo. I really miss a lot of things. I didn't get many useful epiphanies this run. Should be dead when I do this, yes. Well, let's heal up. And let's do this. No divine epiphanies for me today. Fortitude, extra shield per card. We're both okay. Let's pick up Fortitude. Let's see if we get something nice here. I find it interesting, but there are no rumors, no leaks, no drip marketing regarding the new limited character, because it's not far. But still, we have not heard anything. At the start of the battle, no, I don't care about that. Select. Oh, let's select an epiphany. Please, Anchor Pointer, you are my only hope. Oh my god! Just today. This is the 4th run during which I do not get the 25% crit rate epiphany. Which, you know, there are 5 epiphanies, there is one that you want, you see 3 at a time. If you miss it once, the next one on average, you know, but no. Let's remove a card. Let's remove some random slop like that. I have 14 credits left, so let's move on with our life without wasting any time to our beloved demon wife. Because she's busy, she's there to do business, so we're completely broke hobos. We don't spend time there trying to pretend that we can purchase anything. Let's see what happens to... Oh, the new card unlocked. You know, this hand is S, but they all... Yeah. Let's discard some stuff. Like, I will not be playing either of these two. Maybe I get something playable. Yes, we got something playable. And I can do Anchor Shot. A nice chunk of damage, plus Vulture Ejection, and... That was a much better turn 1 thanks to our pay-to-whale partner. My favorite partner in the game, by the way. 100% recommended from the Battle Pass if you do have the Giga Battle Pass. Now, with an extraction point from the waves, we can do Bonkerino and this. Not a lot of damage, but what can you do? I will have a sip of my nice, fresh tea. Oh my god, another message on the... Oh, okay, nothing important. It's really a curse, so it's really a curse. Whether you have a day off, or you're working from home, or, you know, anything of that kind, people know. People know when you're doing something that you enjoy, and that you're thinking in your head, man, I really wish no one looked for me on the phone today. I wish nothing happened for the whole duration of the day, and something happens all the time. It's such a bummer. What can we get? Probably everything. Let's get Anchor Shot, just to throw him a Giga Bonk. I do not have any attack that heals. Well, technically I do, because she heals every time she deals damage. Can she deal a little bit of damage, but not much? Yes, that's very good. So, we heal up a little bit, and then we do this, and it's dead. You see? Always be meta. Always. Now, you might be saying, Sir Grandelot, just a few minutes ago you said that you don't care about meta. Yeah, true. But it doesn't fit the narrative that I'm bringing forward right now. So what I said earlier has to be dismissed. That's how it works in current year. That's how you create arguments and sustain them. You just make up stuff and you give it a reasonable explanation and you move on with your life. Really, let me draw something more. Well, might as well use it. Double bonk, and we move on with our life. I know that I have a full ego skills there, but can get rid of bleed. That's quite a lot of damage, actually, and annoyingly. So can do this. Throw an Anchor Shot. Do a Giga Nuke. We're going to be taking some damage, but it is what it is. I still don't know what kind of animal she is, by the way. Oh, welcome back, Kalita. Someone in my Discord mentioned that she's a polar bear. I can see it. I can definitely see it. But I wish there was like a more official confirmation of that. I would highly appreciate it. She's a lovely character. Really a huge fan of Kalita. What else can I get? I could get the Upward Slash. Would this and the Upward Slash be enough? I think so. I do think so. Yeah, definitely. How far are we from the boss? Oh my god. Okay, let's not worry too much about the path ahead. In the words of one of the brightest minds of the century, there is nothing in my path, only in my wake. Leave it in the comment. If you watched the video until now, we are 33 minutes in, and you recognize the quote, leave it in the comment, and in the future, when we do giveaways, I will keep it in mind. Against 10 extra okay, that one is a good weapon, actually. Against that one is a good weapon as well, because it's the same one. Checkmate, Sir Grandelot. Initiate a battle or get stress. Okay, this is something that has happened to me a few times in the past. Then I was like, well, obviously, fighting is better than the stress, than the automatic stress. And then the fight is pretty long, and I end up building way more stress during the fight than the fixed 10. So I will gladly take the 10 fixed stress on all my characters rather than coping. And we do this. It's a much better weapon. Same base attack, but it actually does nothing. It actually does something, rather. So all in all, pretty happy about that. We just need a decent chest piece for her. And most of the equipment is now. At the moment, the save file is looking complete ass. So I'm not particularly concerned about that. Let's get the power charge. Let's buff power charge a bit. That was bad, by the way. No, that was so bad that I'm going to redo it. I said earlier I don't usually redo for trash fight, but that one has to be redone. Now it's a lot better. this. And it's buffed a bit more. And we get some shield and retain. Okay, we got source of water. This guy is attacking us. Everyone else is just coping and sitting. So I will get vulture ejection. We do this on the guy that is attacking. And I can nuke one of the others, and that dude is going to die from... oh, well, okay. That's even better value of my time. I didn't think that the AoE swing from Calliope would one-shot the universe, but it did. Good enough, good enough. Fair and balanced character. Do I want to go to rest or to a random place? Always random place. Rite of Unification. Oh, that was very good. That was very good. Select and copy one card. Fine. We have a lot of stress. And I think I will be copying Anchor Pointer. It's either Anchor Pointer or Vulture Ejection. Probably going with Anchor Pointer. Yeah. I would really like a random event where we reduce stress. There are a few. Oh, good, an armor. There, easy choice. Now we're missing a weapon for Calliope, but it is what it is. A lot of it is what it is in this run, but it's life. Decrease health by 20%, increase max health by a certain amount. Is there anything I really want to remove from the deck right now? Not really. All cards are serviceable, so let's do this. A few extra hit points before we face the interior boys are going to... boys? The interior boss are going to be welcome. Unless we wipe from this dude. I don't think we will be wiping from this dude, but you'll never know. You will never know. He's not going to attack. So, what I will be doing is... I get the anchor, like the basic anchor, this thing. Then I pull out Anchor Shot, and we do Anchor Shot. Do I want to hold Power Charge in my hand for the next turn? Maybe. Because since I already used Anchor Shot, there is a chance, I will not be able to bring it back right now, and having Power Charge in hand gives me a pretty hard hitting attack in my hand. I can get a Vulture Ejection to cast for free before this guy attacks, and it is pretty hard. That one is... do I want to be dealing some extra damage with this, but throw this away? Probably not. What I will be doing is Power Charge and then Overpower. Now we get rid of Bleed. Rally to see what we draw. Anchor Pointer, that's very good. Because of that, we want a Vulture Ejection in hand. And we go Anchor Pointer to point us in direction of victory. Should be a pretty decent amount of damage. Boink? Yeah, not too bad. Taking some damage, but not even that much. Now, he's going to do some nonsense. That was the last card of our deck. Extra hit point. Do I want an extraction point from this today? Not really. Or next turn I will start from 0 waves. So let's do this, and throw the 2 attacks that we have without using technical analysis. This turn pretty awful. Pretty awful. Let's throw an Overpower. If I do this, we're taking a tiny bit of damage, but I want to remove a bleed from the deck. It's possible it was not necessary, but yeah, I was concerned about Haru going Ego Break mode, and that would slow us down significantly because we cannot use her cards until she's back. Okay, she's back. That didn't take too long. Oh my god. R.I.P. floaty dude. It was nice knowing you. Should have used the card in hand actually. To drain life and recover a few hit points, but not a big deal. When drawing an ailment or a curse card, plus 10% damage for a turn. Okay, I give it to her. Let's go. Well, they're very similar. Let's go down. Increase credits, or select one card for Epiphany, or remove all curses and increase health. 5% health is not much. Increase credits, not bad. Select one card for Epiphany. Fine, let's select a card to Epiphany. Let's do it to Charge Energy. Big it costs 0? Nope. All skills. There is one where it becomes an upgrade card. Let's go with that. Not ideal, but manageable. Okay, those guys are going to attack now, so let's do this. So we generate some shield from Vulture Ejection. Then I use Technical Analysis and Anchor Shot on this guy, who is almost dead. They are at 3. I believe I do not have any way to generate extra action points. So we do this. We bonk him. We're not taking any damage this turn, but still this is pretty useful for removing part of the break bar. I like the break system, by the way. It's not mandatory at all. It's not like, oh, if you don't break the enemies, you are not dealing any damage. Wink wink, Kaista Rail, and many other gacha games that basically reduce the gameplay to a rock, paper, scissors game that I greatly dislike. This is like, yeah, if you break them, and you have some cards that deal more damage, and you generate an action point. Nice. This is necessary, no? This. Throw one. Probably Great Sword Aquila is the best thing I could do right now. Taking some damage, but... Oh. One wave or one more out? Well, let's go with one wave. It can occasionally be useful. Wait, where are the playable cards? What is this slop? Oh my god. Let's get rid of all of these. We need playable cards. We have so many action points. Anchor Shot. I should have thrown it at that. That guy was basically dead. Yeah, that's a lot better. Then attack for probably that one. Should be the highest single target damage, and that thing is dead. So can do this to block a little bit and nuke the dude. No! Oh, these are very obnoxious. Let's go. Definitely Deluge. I will start by throwing a power charge at them. Nothing to do with it apart from the fact that we're healing. Unless we want to use 4 ego points to draw 1 or 2 with 1 action point. No. Okay, we do high IQ plays here. High IQ plays only. We're going to have 4 action points. One is going to go here, so I significantly reduce the damage that we're taking. Then we do bonk. We get it back. We do another bonk. Barely alive. Okay, I have a Vulture Ejection, so we can kill that one, generate an action point, and from the deck we can draw another AoE. Okay, not bad. Let's start with this. Then we see what rally will bring us. Nothing particularly useful. Then we get Tapo Slash. Let's heal up a little bit. Let's throw the AoE out. I feel like there is no need to use ego skills. Oh, she's almost panicked though. That's a bummer. With that being the case, let's use her ego skill now. Try to do a big fat turn. Yeah. Man, that sucked. That was awful. Terrible. Actually and ironically terrible. Okay. You guys are still attacking, huh? You pieces of garbage. Vulture Ejection, so let's get Vulture Ejection. Do Anchor Shot on you. Power Charge, and let's go. Very annoyed by the fact that she's essentially in panic mode. So we'll want to go here to see if there is... Okay, we can remove a card. Do I want... Is there anything I even want to remove? I mean, Lashing is probably the weakest card of the lot at the moment. Then we can leave. She's definitely going to get panic mode during the fight against the boss, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Select... yeah, let's just select one card with me. Hopefully we get something giga-busted. Power Charge can have some neat things. So water, some great stuff. Let's go with Power Charge. Oh! Power Charge. Got attack weakness plus 2 vulnerable. Fine. Definitely a save file for all of them. It will not see the the light of tomorrow. They will all be recycled very, very quickly. Hello, wife. By the way, one of the best NPCs in the history of gaming. Absolutely goated. Slightly booze enjoyer, drunkard, demon waifu. Whoever designed it, big thumbs up from me. Oh, that guy can be obnoxious. Can be extremely obnoxious, especially on a very bad save file, and on a bad draw when it matters the most. Huh. Let me get anchor shot. Here's this guy. Okay, what we got? Oh, Whirlpool. Oh my god. I really dislike that card. This. The only way to make Whirlpool decent is to get the Epiphany combo where it costs one less and you get one wave for each enemy hit. If you can get that combo, it's a good card. But by default, it's so bad. It's unfathomable. What do I still have here? Everything, basically, right? Actually, nothing. Well, in that case, what we can do, we get Vulture Ejection. We get Anchor. And then, unsurprisingly, we do this. Nothing is dead, which is annoying, but I was playing Call of Zero Nightmare a few days ago in the evening before bedtime, and my daughter passed my computer, and she saw this enemy while it had the giant arms around it, and it was like, Daddy, how many arms does it have? And I was pointing, well, there is one here, the two giant arms, so it has 4 arms. And she was very concerned, like, no, Daddy, look, there are even more arms here. And of course I panicked, like, no, how many arms does it have? Ah! And she was very excited about the whole thing, which was not ideal before bedtime. But it was fun. My daughter is 6, by the way, so it's the kind of joke that a 6-year-old kid loves. What's going on with this turn? Let's do this. I think we're getting Rally, right? Yeah. The other Rally. Not a bad card. What can we draw from here? Basically only power charge. Oh, okay. It was the end of the turn anyway. If I do a couple of actions, this guy is going to act. So let's throw Vulture first. So we have a Vulture Ejection in hand, and I can throw an Anchor at it without having to worry about getting hit too much. I have a Rally actually, so we can increase the timer, which gives me time to buff. Now we'll be using this one. This, we still have time, so I can also throw Charge Energy. And oh, that was less than ideal. With that being the case, let's do this. Okay, she goes Gunner mode, but it's fine. We should be okay. Should. Gunner mode. Anchor. Okay. Not ideal, but okay. Okay, that's I can. Oh my god. Okay. I cannot say it's great, but you know, the very. Oh, that's nice actually. That's nice. Do we have time? Yes, we have time. Because now we can get an attack. Do this, hitting it and generating a bit of shield, and we can heal. No, not doing great, not doing great, but at least everyone is back. Now it's not going to attack, which means we can do... Oh my god. Okay, we're still alive by playing that. So we do this and for sure. Do I want to retain any of his cards? Not really. But they could be useful, so let's see. Ouch. Oh no, again? Ah. Oh, this is awful. It's over. It's... The only way to win is by drawing something absolutely insane. We do this, anchor shot. The guy attacks us, and it's pretty much GG. Oh, but I should not have played it, because now it's going to attack again. I should have passed. Let's do it. Let's repeat that. Like from here we pass. So he hits us during his turn, and then during our turn, hopefully, something good happens. But I do not have any way to deal 4k damage. Yeah. It's over! It happens. It's I made a few mistakes for sure, but on a bad run, this is a boss that can be GG. It's fine. It's okay. It's not really okay, but it happens. And all these save files were giga garble, so... Give me some cash. Give me some cash. Then we go to Calliope. In the center. Yeah, delete that, Calliope, I'm sorry. I apologize for giving you trauma, but... That save file was one of the worst things I've ever seen, and I've seen the footage of the 9/11 towers. Let's see... I mean, I was alive when it was happening, so I actually saw it. With people spreading all kinds of fake news. You know, it was a very important moment for the life of everyone who was alive and sentient at that moment. And I was in a comic shop playing Magic. Second time I mentioned Magic during this video, but it was actually happened. And we were all playing our battles, and a guy came in and said, "German aeroplanes just bombed the United Trade Center," and we were like, "What? What more?" Spoiler: it was not the German warplanes. Not at all. Anyway, I got to BTFO, but it happens. Not a big deal. Bye guys, take care.